welcome back to my channel. My name is Gerald from Gerald and Jane, and today we are going to be reading another story from Christmas Tales. But you might be wondering, Gerald, it's been such a long time since you read a story. But that's because school has opened the 5th of January, and yeah, we've been really busy and we couldn't take any videos, so now I'm here, and somehow we have time today. And the first story we're going to be reading today is A Hole in Her Stocking. Melanie was 10 years old. She was a girl who lived in a cottage with her family, her aunt, her uncle, her cousins, and she was very lazy. So look, but Melanie was lazy. She often pulled her bed together instead of making it properly. So you know, like when you're 10, you need to do your chores and stuff. And yeah, she does not do that. And when you're like supposed to make your bed, she just like pulls the cover over, and she doesn't even put like the pillows on or make her bed actually. She doesn't wash the dishes and stuff. Oh, she often uses safety pins to pin her dress together when a button was off. There was like no button on her dress. She would just use a safety pin. You know those silver oval thingies where you can like clip the pin off and thread it through something? Those things. If there was a hole in her stocking, she wouldn't even care about it. So one day, it was Christmas Eve, and Melanie, her cousins, could not stop talking about Santa Claus coming to their room and filling up their stockings. And then they were so loud that their aunt came in and scolded them and told them that they should go to sleep. But they couldn't, so she told them to put their stockings up on top of their mantelpiece or fireplace, yes, or just on the wall. And yeah, they just wanted to. And Melanie, her cousins, went immediately and got their stockings. Melanie got a black one, but what she didn't realize was that there was a hole at the bottom of it because she was lazy and she didn't fix the hole. The next day, Melanie and her cousins went to look in their stockings, and they had lots of stuff. Her cousin had a pretty girl doll and a boat. Here's what Melanie got, but something happened to it. Now, that night, all the stockings were filled. Shall I tell you what happened, what went into Melanie's stocking? Well, first of all, a bright 6-pence coin. So it fell down the stocking right to the toe, and alas, because there was a hole there, it dropped out of the toe onto the carpet and rolled under the bed. So that's not a good thing. Next thing put in was a dear little red ball, and that dropped out of the big hole and rolled away in the corner of the room. Then a stick of barley sugar. She also got a blue pencil that dropped out of her toe and another square rubber to go with the pencil, and it also dropped out of her toe and went away under the table. So yeah, the next morning they woke up and her cousins looked into her stockings and they were full to the rim, and she went and squealed like that was bad. Okay, so she went to her stocking and squealed, and she called all her other sisters and brothers, like there was one brother and one sister, and she called them, and they woke up and they looked into their stockings, and yeah, then Melanie woke up and she saw that she went up to her stocking, but she saw that there was nothing in there. It wasn't filled to the rim, but it didn't feel like full and chubby and stuff. She squished it, it didn't feel chubby. And see, when she put her arm through, her fingers showed up on the bottom of her toes. And then she cried because she thought, nobody likes me, they don't want to give me presents. Yeah. So she was really sad, and she cried all the way downstairs. And then her aunt saw her, and she said, we do like you, Melanie, but you should have got plenty of presents. Let me go and check again. And then her aunt sent her off, and Melanie went up to check again. There was still nothing, and then she came back down, and then her aunt said, let me come up and check with you. And then Melanie came with her, and then her aunt saw that there was a hole under her stocking, and she actually thought, and she told Melanie, there's a hole in your stocking. if she was mature enough to fix the hole, she would have had her stocking full. And they found the sixpence under the bed, they found the red ball over the corner of the room, they found the rubber and the pencil and under the table, they found everything. So they were happy again. And then that's the end of today's stories. Next story we will be reading today is Christmas in the Toy Shop. Once upon a time, there is a toy shop, and that toy shop is filled with many, many toys, and so many children come to see it every day and look through the windows at all the toys. And every day, the children go into the toy shop, and the toy shop owner, Miss Roundy, always gives them like a few sweets and a few gifts for the children, and pretty much the same children show up every day. So then one day, Miss Roundy was leaving to go to her aunt's for Christmas. The toys are magic, by the way, so yeah, if you're confused. The toys were very sad, and they didn't want Miss Roundy to leave because she was very kind to them, and they were just in there, and then they had an idea. They thought, if Miss Roundy is going to have a party at her aunt's, why can't we have a party in the toy shop? You see, when Miss Roundy left the toy shop, she said, "Goodbye, toys, Merry Christmas, and do whatever you want in the toy shop." So yeah, they're gonna do something. So they're gonna have a party like Miss Roundy is gonna have at her aunt's house. So they are going to set up a party in the toy shop. The sailor toy, he says that the pink cat and the monkey should go and make a circus. Yes. And he also told the dolls and two twin dolls who looked almost exactly alike. Wait, no, not even almost, exactly alike. He told them to go and bake some stuff, like cake and stuff, and yeah. Soon, the toy shop was filled with the smell of delicious cake. And the sailor toy thought that he should make a Christmas tree. So he climbed up onto the Christmas tree that was in the toy shop that Miss Roundy bought and put there. He broke off a branch, a perfectly cut branch, and put it on the floor. And it was the perfect Christmas tree size for the toys because it was little. Okay, so yeah, they were having a party, and they got all the cakes. The dolls finished the cakes and brought it out, and it smelled delicious, and they all ate up, and the doll decorated the Christmas tree from top to bottom, and he put all the ornaments on, and they had a great party. And the sailor doll told everyone that he was going to fetch Santa Claus, and then the next minute or so, all the toys heard sleigh bells, and it was actually Santa. He jumped down the chimney, and surprisingly, he wasn't really much bigger than the toys, but he still gave each one of the toys a present. But then the toys all realized that the sailor doll was missing. He had went to fetch Santa Claus, so they thought, Santa Claus, you need to give a toy to the sailor doll, but he couldn't. So he left because the sailor doll had went to find Santa Claus, and then the sailor doll came back in, and he didn't come back in. He walked towards the dollhouse, and he was actually in the dollhouse. The sailor doll was in the dollhouse, and all the toys saw him, and they said, "You were Santa Claus!" And they all cheered him because he wanted to make them feel happy, and he wanted to dress up like Santa Claus and make them feel happy. And yeah, Miss Roundy just came back, and all the toys went back into their spaces and cleaned everything up because it was a mess, and all the leaf stuff on the Christmas tree. You know those fake Christmas trees, those little twig thingies, they always rip off and fall off. I saw this thing on BBC News Round. So yeah, they just fall off, and they just needed to clean up, and yeah. And that's the end of the video. If you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and give me a huge thumbs up. Bye.